सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरु परंपराय नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। আজকে আমরা দ্বিতীয় মন্ত্রের বা দ্বিতীয় শ্লোকে আসবো। দ্বিতীয় একটা জায়গা পড়ার খুব ইচ্ছে রইল, সেটা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের গুরুদেবেরই ইন্ট্রোডাকশন। সেখানে উনি বলছেন, the study of any science cannot be undertaken without a preliminary understanding of the exact definitions of the terms and terminologies implied in it. The fundamental beliefs, the accepted theories, and the observed modes of behavior are all necessary data with which a modern scientist freely launches his new adventure into the realm of science. Similarly, in philosophy also, a fundamental knowledge of the terms used and the correct connotations in which various terms have been employed is an unavoidable preliminary requirement before a student can start the study of Vedanta. Vedanta is truly the science of life. Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, the great interpreter of Vedanta, not only gave us his commentaries on the Upanishad or the Brahma Sutra or Bhagavad Gita, but many primary texts which introduce the seeker into the joys of Vedanta. On the greatest text he has written as introduction to Vedanta is Viveka Chudamani. Ghosh Babu, apni mute korun. A careful study of these verses. Ghosh Babu, apni mute korun. উষা ঘোষ আম্মা মিউট করুন। আমার কথা কি শোনা যাচ্ছে? Gurudev is writing, but a few portions I will just read. I don't know whether we will get opportunity to study. There are hundreds of seekers who, without understanding the fundamentals, are aimlessly struggling along a so-called spiritual path. Naturally, they suffer agonies of painful disappointment, although they have behind them years of painstaking practices. An exhaustive and careful study of the text helps to avoid all pitfalls on the way to progress. It is my intention to bring forth from every verse not only its obvious meaning, but also its hidden import, which gives out a wealth of information and helpful suggestions to ensure a steady progress. Along with the Sanskrit verses, Gurudev has given a free translation and a running commentary when he has not confined himself to the direct bearings upon the words of the verse. These verses have great suggestive wealth, which, when made available, can profitably be made use of even in our day-to-day marketplace activities. ঘোষবাবু, আপনার ফোনটা মিউট করুন, ডিস্টারবেন্স হচ্ছে, তুমি আসুন তার কাছে। Okay. The second sloka we will start. Jantūnām narajanma durlabham atah punstvam tato viprata tasmat vaidika dharma marga parata vidvatvam asmat param atma anatma vivechanam svanubhavo brahmatmana samstitihi मुक्तिर्न शतजन्म कटिसुकृतैः पुण्यैर्विना लभ्यते जन्तूनां नरजन्म दुर्लभम् अतः पुंस्त्वं ततो विप्रता तस्माद् वैदिकधर्ममार्गपरता विद्वत्त्वम् अस्मात् परम् आत्मानात्मविवेचनं स्वनुभवो ब्रह्मात्मना संस्थितिः मुक्तिर्नो शतजन्म कटिसुकृतैः पुण्यैर्विना लभ्यते जन्तूनां among all beings जो जायते वही जंतु who borns is जंतु और जीव नरजन्म is human body. Durlabham is very rare. Ataha, from that, in all beings, all living beings, or all beings, or among all human beings, Humstvam, the manliness is very rare. Tataha, from that, Viprata, getting the Brahmanic attitude is rarer. Tasma Vaidika Dharma Marga. Not only as a Brahmin means, advanced interpretation is this is beauty. That he knows that he has composed this verse with dual meaning. So if you take the secondary meaning, leaving the impact of the primary meaning, he knows that people's tendency is to catch up the secondary meaning. Means, Pumstvam, Viprata means, masculine body, then Brahmin body. If anyone takes up, for them, he told, Vaidika Dharma Marga. Not only as Brahmin body, but you have to follow the lifestyle prescribed in Veda. স্থূল অর্থে শুধু ব্রাহ্মণদেরই বোঝায়।
বেদ পাঠ হবে বিপ্র, যারা বেদ পাঠ করেন তারা বিপ্র।
সমাজের একটা সময় বা সব সময়ের রীতি ব্রাহ্মণ ছাড়া বেদ পাঠ হয় না। এবারে ব্রাহ্মণ মানে শুধু ব্রাহ্মণ শরীর না, তাও বেদ ব্যাখ্যা।
জন্মগ্রহণ করতে হবে না, জন্মনে চাইতে শূদ্র উপনয়নের নিজে।
আচ্ছা, ক্লাসের মধ্যখানে যদি আমরা কথা বন্ধ রাখি, একটু মনে রাখেন, তাহলে ক্লাসের শেষে আমরা কথা বলতে পারি। No, class gets disturbed. Okay. So Tasma Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata. Not only if you take the meaning of the word Vipra as the Brahmin body, then it is not enough for a human being. He has to take up the way of life prescribed in Veda. Not only that, Vidvatvam Asmat Param. Not only the Vedic lifestyle, you have to be Vidvat, means wise, the person of understanding. Then Atma Vivechana. Atma, Anatma, Vivechana. Here Vivechana means Viveka. Not only the Pandita, not only the wise or a lot of degrees you have gained, you should have the power, faculty of discrimination, strong faculty of discrimination of Atma and Anatma. Not only that, there is Swanubhava. Our the Vedantic style is Shruti, Jukti, and Anubhuti, realization. And not only that, Brahmatmana Sanskriti. You have to abide in Brahma. Punnair Vina Shatajanma Kati Koti Sukritaihi Muktihi Na Labhyate. So, without gaining enough merits through many lives, this evolution is not possible. But Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has tried to tell us that all of you have come over here or listening in the Zoom. It's not accidental. Nothing is accidental. It is Shatajanma Koti Sukriti. That is the main impact of this verse. So, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji written, I will tell you, 8 steps. You can note it down, that 8 steps Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has given. So, we are studying Viveka Chudamani is not an accident. In our past lives and in this life also, knowingly or unknowingly, we have done a lot of good deeds. Out of that, unknowingly, we have earned a lot of points. Nowadays, in online shopping and wherever you go, there you can earn a lot of points, and that points will give you a great mileage. A lot of people I know who travels in a year abroad only with the points he purchases things through his credit card. So here we, you, me, everyone else have earned a lot of points by doing a lot of good deeds. And so Bhagavan Shankaracharya is giving us self-confidence that we are not the ordinary fellows. So don't feel that frustrated, what can I do? I am a Dukhi Brahman. I am not a Sukhi Brahman. So what we can do? Not only Bhagavan Shankaracharya, even in Upanishad also we will get the same thing. That unless and until without earning a lot of merits, at least Vedanta Sravana is impossible. See, so many people I have asked, they cried that Swamiji, we want to listen to, but we can't manage time. See, it's the God's grace that living in household, anyhow, you also don't know that how you can manage the time for Vedanta Sravana. Because everyone has some duty in their household. Then, that coming into that ashram, living in the ashram, whoever comes in this morning or any time, this building is not the one part of that jungle of concrete who is having that sort of, feeling or anything else. They know that the impact of this building, whenever you just feel, whenever you will just step into that building, our whole manasik vritti stops. Have you noticed it? Every day I notice. This building has a magical power because a lot of swamis have done their tapasya enough. We are in the heart of the city. Just step into the ashram and see the inner mind, the vrittis. So, ये कोई कम बात नहीं. Then it's like a pyramid, If you just think of a pyramid, as much as you will go up, the surface area will be lesser. Means the number of people will be lesser. First, Jantuna, then Narajana, then Pumsta, then Viprata, then Vidvatva, and then Atmanatma Vivechana, then Swanubhava, then Brahmatmana Samsthiti. So it's a pyramidal structure. You just try to notice it. Because in this whole world, so many jivas are there. Everything is Brahma. Even the piece of stone, the table, chair, and we are also Brahma. The trees are Brahma, dogs are Brahma. So what is the difference? the reflecting medium refers jiva to jiva. Stone or water or what we can say inert. What is the missing portion over there? That reflecting medium is not. Everything is Brahman, but reflecting medium is absent. Then slowly, suppose trees, it has also a reflecting medium, but very poor. That is why through the sphygmomanometer we can only understand that the tree is happy or the tree is crying in agony. Then slowly, creature every day is the sign of reflecting media, consciousness. Because consciousness should get reflected. And there is the pyramidal structure among which the human birth is the rarest part. Why? Because except human being, everyone's that reflecting power is only instinctual. They are the slave of their own senses. If and what is the difference? What is the highestness of a human being? That a human being can do discrimination. This is a faculty. According to the training of the mind, if there is no such discriminating faculty, there is no difference between an animal and a human. That is the highestness of the human. But the thing is, Manushyattva should be there. Then only you can claim as a human being. If there is no humanity, then in the body of a man, we are animals. Then, Tataha Kumsva. Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji, who had enough respect for the women. We know how many stotras or hymns he has composed for the goddesses. It's just innumerable numbers. And how much reverence he had for his own mother, even as a sannyasi when he was traveling and when he got the news that his mother is sick, then and there he reached there. Our sannyasa dharma is not out of human. It's not escaping from something else. It's a way of life and doing all possible duties to the society. संन्यास कोई भागने का नाम that Bhagavan Shankaracharya to use. See, manliness is a terminology by which we represent the rational thinking. And womanhood means emotional being. A person may be bearded, but inside he may be a woman. Physically, a person may be a woman, but she has a lot of discrimination power and who has a nice balance in emotion and discrimination, then it is described over as Kunstha, not the uh, man body or women body. Then Brahmana, Viprata. First is without Brahmin, Veda should not be read. I also acknowledge, you should also acknowledge. Here, Brahmin means not Brahmin by birth, not Brahmin by birth. Brahmin means who lives the life according to the Veda and the who have introduced himself in Vedic thinking. He is a Brahmin. Maybe by birth he is a Sudra. Because in Bhagavatam, we can remember there are many times, or the whole Bhagavatam, it is Sudha Uvas. Who is Sudha? Sudha is Sudra. Sudha is Sudra. So the Sudra who equipped himself, suppose by birth he was a Sudra, but who equipped himself in the scriptural studies, he was worshipped by the Yajamana. He used to get the seat and he used to teach and preach. That is Sutta Uvasa. That is Sutta. In Bhagavatam it is there. So, who has introduced himself in Vedic thinking, he is a Brahmin, not Brahmin by birth, and Vedantyai Bhavet. Only that person has the right to study Veda. Otherwise, the whole auspicious impact of the Veda will go in vain. If the guns and the severe weapons go into the hand of the terrorist, it's a black sign for the society. So, Veda should reach to the right person. Then, and Veda studying Veda means not uttering words like the parrots. We have to understand that only because of my karma phala, I have come in this world as a human being. I have taken birth in such families, not my parents. My karmas are responsible for this birth or any birth. We really don't know whether our next birth will be as a human being or not. You know, I have seen some, suppose in our Murshidabad, Sargachi Ramakrishna Mission, I've seen one dog. He used to fast on Ekadashi. nobody would feed him forcefully on the day of Ekadashi. Who used to tell him that today is Ekadashi? And he never went out from the ashram. Even in Rishikesh also I have seen such. So through these incidents, we can match with the Shastra Vakya that unless and until they have previous birth and some samskara, how is it possible? And it is not a story I am telling. I have noticed it. You know, in one village, there was a and that Brahmin was a very pious, very devoted. The king invited that Brahmin to his place and told that I have no children. Please do something. So Brahmin started doing Vaidika karma. And slowly after few days, the twins became pregnant. So everyone started worshipping that Brahmanas. Slowly, that Brahmin never used to eat others' food. He used to cook. And he used to live a very pious life. In one heart he used to stay in the campus. So the prince was born and he became grown up. Then marriage happens. The new bride came. On the third night or on the first night when they will sleep together, that princess could not sleep anyhow. But the prince was asleep. The princess was just walking along the road. And suddenly he saw something is very glowing under the bed. And she just faced it and started seeing. And he just opened it. It was an honorary sword where lot of diamonds and gems were studded. And it was so bright that suddenly it fell from her hand and it directly came to the neck of the prince. And the prince died. Then he started thinking that what should I do right now? If the guards and the king, because now his lamentation went up that I have become widow on the first night of my marriage. Now she is having the fear of death. He was just walking and thinking. Suddenly he saw that Brahmin, because she did not know about it, just finished his bath in the early morning. going. And the princess started shouting, guard, guard, someone came and killed my husband and just ran away. Please see. And the lady was there. Next morning, the court started. The Raja was surprised. How the Brahmin can kill my son? But he can't disbelieve his new daughter-in-law. He asked the Brahmin, told that my God, this is my daily routine. And I prayed for your son. And I have no connection with your kingdom. So why should I? But in another hand, the new daughter-in-law told, I can recognize the face. But I have seen someone was just flew out and he was like me. He thought that we can't kill after. So he ordered his guard to cut the hand because through his hand only he killed my son. The Brahmin was very sad. He left the kingdom and went to an ashram when he heard that one very knowledgeable person in the ashram is the Guru. But when he reached, the Brahmin reached, came to know that the Acharya is not in the ashram. He heard a very hard voice, female voice from inside, that the wife of the Acharya. And whenever the Acharya came inside the room, the wife started misbehaving. You have no duties for the family and all those things. You don't know how I run the family. I came here to be free from my sorrow. But he is also suffering. He is not suffering. Maybe he is the wise person. Then after some time, when that fellow sat on the asana, that Brahmin asked him that I came here that I will tell all my story. And you, I'm sorry, you are also suffering. That Acharya told myself to tell me, I know why everyone is suffering our own. In our previous part, I was a duck and the wife was a crow. So whenever people used to eat something else, I never allowed her to take. I always used to eat. And I used to carry a lot of luggage. And because of that, there was a, sore like things on my back. And Crow always likes all those things. And the crow used to sit on my back and used to pick it. One day, what happened? He was just doing like that, and his beak was stuck into my jaw. And I was having horrible pain. So I just jumped into a river. But the crow could not lift his beak from my wound. We passed away together. And the same thing we have suffered. Because what happened to me? Now, in your previous life, you were a Brahmin, and one day, one hunter was trying to hunt a cow like, but you just prostrated, thinking that Gomata. Then hunter asked where that animal went. He thought that if I tell him the truth, then that Gomata will be slaughtered. And he did not tell him. He just indicated. So this you indicated by your hand. And then that hunter slaughtered them. That Gomata in this life became the princess. And that hunter was the prince. So in this life, that prince was killed by that princess. But you indicated that animal through your hand. So everyone has to get the result of its own karma. Sometimes we think that, my God, what I have done, that I am suffering too much. What is my offense? We should know that knowingly or unknowingly, either in this janma or in previous birth, we have done something else. And the whole life is nothing but the suffering of our karma from birth to death. When the karma gets exhausted, that is called death. Or through Vedanta study, the correct understanding comes, and if a person becomes a man of realization, they also all get exhausted. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha. Hari Om.
Abhijit.